The South African Revenue Service is planning to take legal action against auditing firm KPMG. This follows KPMG's withdrawal of portions of its report on the so-called rogue unit within SARS. KPMG on Friday announced it is withdrawing its 23 million investigation into the intelligence unit, popularly known as the rogue unit. Now speaking to the media, SARS Commissioner Tom Moyane said the withdrawal does not exonerate the accused and the probe will continue.
KPMG's conduct. SARS notes the media statement was issued by KPMG International on the 15th of September. The statement includes KPMG's international actions pertaining, amongst others, the setting aside of conclusions and recommendations of, I quote, allegations of irregular and misconduct, close quote, report. 2. SARS received an email from Norton Rose Fulbright acting on behalf of KPMG International on that morning, the contents of which I've read to yourselves. SARS has been taken completely aback by KPMG's aberrant and ethical conduct. KPMG unilaterally announced the purported withdrawal of its report, despite the existence of a service-level agreement governing the relationship between the two parties.
Here's what SARS plans to do to bring KPMG to account. Firstly, institute legal proceedings against KPMG for reputational damage, report KPMG to local and international statutory unit bodies, report KPMG to the Finance Minister to blacklist the auditors, request the Finance Minister to consider stopping all current work by KPMG for the state until it has been reviewed, stop any work being currently performed by KPMG for SARS, review all work KPMG has performed for SARS in the last 10 years, report KPMG to the Standing Committees on Public Accounts and Finance to probe its unethical conduct. Moyane also clarified that the withdrawal does not affect the ongoing investigations against the accused in the spy unit matter. Addressing a question over Pravin Gordhan's role as then SARS Commissioner, Moyane said competent authorities are looking into it.
To conduct, the board went further, my apology, to instruct SARS to charge employees involved and open criminal charges against those implicated in these crimes. The 3 employees, amongst them, Van Lochtenberg, Pillay, and Peter Richer, were charged as a result of the Sikhakhane report, respectfully. On the 28th of February, 2015, the Minister of Finance, the then Minister of Finance, Mr. Nene, established a SARS advisory board, which was chaired by the retired Judge Kroon, with a mandate to look into SARS processes with priority, bearing into the investigation and guidance on the Sikhakhane report. It is common cause that the Kroon Advisory Board found that the establishment of the secret unit within SARS in 2007, which covertly gathered intelligence, was unlawful. The investigation is taking place, and certainly I am not in the position to judge conclusively. It is the investigation that is taking place both by the Hawks and other institutions as to whether he ought not, may not, you may use any verb or adverbs that will emanate as the process continues. I would be most grateful if you may leave that for the competent institutions to be able to prove whether that is the direction. And on that note, I think it answers the question of legality, illegality, I've compressed my response to that.
Meanwhile, Scopa will also be summoning KPMG to account on the withdrawal of the SARS report. ANC MP Nyamezeli Boy says it's a matter of taxpayers' money being wasted, and KPMG is also under the scanner in several other contracts with the state.
The commissioner must go ahead with its work because it's not his personal, money that is being spent. It's South Africans' money that is being spent. It's the taxpayers that the one that we are concerned about. That at the end of the day, if you've been going into a report and it gets abandoned, just like that shouldn't be an area of concern because we could have spent that money on some other work or could have been building houses, something else. But you can't just, as a multinational company, tell South Africans, now I'm tired and I'm abandoning this report with no consequences on your side. KPMG has got a lot to answer because it's South Africans' money and they need to come and account to us.
Well, to the extent that he is suggesting that there is an agenda to discredit SARS and bring it into disrepute, where South Africans will no longer have as much confidence in the workings of SARS. I think that must be read in context, because there are many things that have been unexplained, and most recently and more pertinently the matter of KPMG, which now is alleging or purporting to withdraw parts of a report which was finalized. And clearly that report is not withdrawable. But also very flabbergasting is the fact that KPMG has not offered any explanation whatsoever as to what triggered the action, unprecedented so, to withdraw parts of the report which had been finalized a year and a half earlier. And also, what is the alternative finding that they have now made, having now considered that they did not follow due process as is customary for a firm of their nature in investigations.